Hello YouTube. I'm here with Tad today. He's taking me for a ride in his bad machine there. But I wanted to see this old structure here that I found on maps. He knew about it, but I just discovered it a couple days ago myself. I just want to take a quick peek inside here before they destroy it. This was a machine shop from, according to Mind Map Atlas. I mean, there's not much left of it, but pretty cool structure. So I thought you weren't coming.
I didn't. I couldn't stay away.
Got some old small rail here.
See this hole here, dude?
Yeah, I'll get to there.
Okay.
We're getting there. Yeah, they're doing a lot of changing around here. A lot of mining. I don't know what the hell they're digging for here. Are they getting like small amounts of coal out of here? They're like digging all these small trenches. But yeah, I got some big bolts here. Yeah, let's check out this.
There's an excavator down in that hole.
Yeah, they're digging in there.
There's the abandoned Euclid monster truck if you wanted to see that.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I'm wondering what this was. It almost looks like a pedestal or something.
Yeah, but it's so weird. It's made out of stone when it's sitting on a concrete foundation. That's
Yeah.
what's weird about it.
It's bizarre looking.
It's like an afterthought.
Yeah, definitely bizarre
We
looking.
thought maybe there was a winch there. Or a steam engine or something.
There might have been at one time. Oh, and here's a lower part here. Yeah, that goes down.
Check out what they use for the floor joists. See the big...
Yeah, the big railroad pieces that somebody chopped off. I don't know, this could have been a shaft right here. Very possible. You know, it's very possible this could have been a shaft right here. I don't know though.
I think it was a boiler house. It's listed on the AOAA maps as a fan house, which is, I don't believe that either.
Yeah, there's a little hole here too.
This thing's got to be what?
Yeah, like I said, I was looking at this on Mind Map Atlas, and it said it was a machine shop or something like that.
A shaft or a slope or a crypt or any entrance?
Well, I would guess probably a shaft, if anything. Yeah, I said they really got this destroyed there, and they're piling all this stuff here. They're going to destroy this place. So it's a good thing to get it documented before it goes bye-bye. I just want to see this lower area here.
We had a guy, a local from Shamokin.
Got a hole here, too. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, this is a mess, though. Man, they really ruined this. Let me walk around this way here.
When Chris and I were here, that pile you're on was not there. It was all flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not long for
Yeah, this is just put here recently. Yeah, it's a cool old building, YouTube, but I said I don't know how much longer it's going to be here. They really got it, all this stuff piled up around it and stuff. I don't know. So, all right, we'll see what else we can find. More in a bit. Yeah, hello again, YouTube. I'm just doing more research here on this building I was just at. But again, according to Mind Maps, there was a water tank here. So this is the water tank base. That building I was at is just kind of like north of this position right here. Yeah, there's really not much left of this. I did see this on satellite imagery, though. I saw this. I didn't know what it was at first until, like I said, I consulted Mind Map Atlas, and it shows this to be where a tank used to sit, a water tank. So that's what this was. Pretty neat. I'm glad I found it. Okay, see how old it is. Man, oh man. All these vines crawling up it. The mortar is just turning to dust. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely want to document this on this part of the operation. I'll show you more when I get home on the imageries I have of this place. And there's also supposed to be a fan shaft here. I want to see if I can find that. Tad's over here waiting for me to come back. It's a little thick in there, buddy.
Well, you can tell YouTube about my hips.
Yeah. Well, yeah, his hips aren't in the best of shape either. So he's in need of some operation. Yeah, it was raining earlier, but now it's starting to get nice again. Starting to get some blue sky back.
Very cool find, that water tank. I had no idea that was there.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
pan over here. Is that the lake? What is that? Is that a semi-
no, that's some kind of equipment over there.
Because there's a big lake down there too.
Is there? I want to see if I can find that fan shaft. It's going to be, like I said, east of where I'm standing right now. So, yeah, here's Tad's machine. All muddy. But he said he'll be washing it off today. So, let me see if we can find this fan shaft. All right, YouTube, we did find what's left of the fan shaft. It's been destroyed. You can see the only thing that remains of it here are the three huge concrete blocks, and you can see a cutout in this one over here where the, like it's rounded for the, the fan. Yeah, this is where the fan house was, but as I said, not much left. They're doing a lot of stripping here, strip mining, so damn, I wish I could have seen that before it got destroyed. Oh well, that one's one for the history books now. That's all left of it.
This is crazy, man. They're just tearing.
Yeah, this place is really torn apart.
Look at the big boulders sticking out of the face.
Yeah.
I don't see any coal. I don't know if they got it out.
Well, you see that line there.
Yep.
with the like orange. That's the original ground level. Okay. In other words, everything above that was put there from stripping.
Yeah, it came out of the hole.
Yeah. So that, like I said, that's the natural ground. You can tell.
Isn't that wild? That big boulder sticking out of there.
Yeah. That's almost a ground level over there. I see exactly what you're talking
I'll
about.
tell you, when you're excavating, you better be careful when you come across one of those. You pull that out of the mountain, it'll come rolling down and hit your excavator.
Yep. Yeah, you can see that over there, that boulder.
This side of the mountain, dude, these pits there must be, I don't know, 30 of them. They go everywhere.
Yeah, they must be chasing like really small pockets of coal out of these holes because I don't
find it, but that's a hell of a lot of diesel burn to try to find something that's not there.
Yeah. Alrighty, YouTube, let's see if we can find anything else.
As soon as I retired, I took those hard hats and hit them with a sledgehammer and threw them in the dump.
Well, Tad's just getting out of his vehicle here. Just wanted to show you the size difference between his vehicle and that abandoned Ute there. What was that, an 850 85B, I guess?
Yeah, this has got a Detroit diesel in it.
Wow, that thing's huge.
The other one's got a V16.
Tad got the helmet head, with the hair. Yeah, look at the size of this sucker, huh?
I like the frame.
Now I'm 5 feet 11 feet tall. This thing is taller than me. And I'm 5'11", so I don't know, is that like a 6 foot tire or more? I don't know.
I wonder if I put those shocks on the KRX.
Here, I'm recording, but hold my camera a minute. Let me crawl up here. Yeah, let me crawl up.
Am I pointing it like this? Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
The ladder on the other one's way easier. Oh, watch that. Looks like the weld's broke.
It's a little rough. Oh. Okay, could you hand that to me?
Euclid.
Okay. Well, we did get up. Here's the driver's seat here. Oh, somebody smashed all the windows out. Yeah, you can see that old building we were just at earlier over there in the distance, not too far away. Yeah, so there's the top. Wow, look at the size of those air cleaners. Big. And what would this be? Would this be where the turbo was? I would guess. I don't know a lot about diesel, but I would guess this would be the turbo. So, I was never on a Uke or in a Uke, so this is a first for me. I have to have a seat. Cool. Yep, first time in a Uke. Neat.
The starter button.
Yeah. There's a backup light switch on it, I found. Oh, I know what the push on, push off is. That's for brakes. Yeah, that's for brakes. Oh, the starter switch is right over here. Well, let's start.
We couldn't figure out what gear it was.
Probably needs a battery.
Yeah. I'd like to pick that battery up.
Phew. Yeah, here's the heater. Even had a heater.
I'm thinking this is from the 60s. You can't find a data plate.
Yeah. I don't really see much in here for like information about it. I'm looking for like some kind of plate or something. I don't know.
Up where your monitor would be.
This door opens too.
Anything
Cool.
Up top?
What's that?
Anything up top like the school buses have?
There's a couple things. It says read operator's handbook, and there's something about a diagram here about the control valve.
There's a stamp with the
I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, there's really not much in here, but it's kind of hard to get in and out of here with this contraption here in the middle. I don't know what the hell, why they have it like that, but oh, this is, I guess, a passenger seat. Oh, okay. I thought maybe I'd find somebody's lunch in there. What the hell is this? No. Something from it. Yeah, is there any money in here? No money. Some papers in here. Nope, no money. Damn it. Alrighty.
Hey, take a look at the serial stamp here. Does that tell you anything? On the bucket?
This one thing? This thing?
That stamp.
Right here.
Yeah. I can't
Oh,
read
there's
what-
numbers on it.
No dates?
No. It's not legible.
That's what I thought. All right.
Yeah, it's not legible. Pretty cool, though.
It's amazing, man.
Yes, it is.
Like I said, I'd really like to know what year it is. I'm guessing in the 60s.
I'm guessing this was the fuel tank right here. Looks like somebody...
Radiator.
Oh, that's the radiator.
Yep. You ought to see the size of that radiator, bro.
Okay, I'll have to check that out when I come back
5
down.
by 6. And it's got an oil cooler, hydraulic cooler, something.
Yeah.
But a dude did a video on this, and he's a diesel mechanic, and he'll tell you all about it.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
all.
cool. Let me see if I can walk across this safely without getting killed here. See the inside. Oh my God, it's a lake in here. Yo, you should see the water in here, Chad.
Any fish?
No, no fish. It's huge. You could definitely take a bath in here.
Take a hot tub.
Honest to God, on a hot summer day, it probably is a hot tub. All right, YouTube, we'll talk to you in a bit. Yeah, YouTube, I just wanted one more look at this uke before we leave. I want to see the engine. Look at this puppy, huh? You. That's crazy, huh?
You know what you're looking at?
Well, that's the water lines coming to cool the engine right there.
There's your airbox coming down,
yeah.
twin turbos.
Yeah, twin turbos.
And this is a Detroit diesel, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I think it's V8.
Okay.
The other one we passed is a V16. No, I'm wrong. I think this is a V10.
Okay.
I'd have to count it. I'd have to get up there and count it.
All right.
My hip is not going to let me get up there, so fuck it.
Yeah, this is something. Yeah.
It's just amazing how... I mean, man, forging this frame alone.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this frame. The frame is incredible. Look at that shock.
That's what I said. You think that'll fit on the buggy?
Oh, no.
Man, we have a talk about a lift kit.
That thing probably weighs over 300 pounds.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You know? Yeah, definitely cool, though.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I guess the parts are obsolete, you know? They don't need anything off of it for the modern stuff.
Well, I found out what kind of tires it takes.
Holy, hey, dude, look at... Oh,
Hey, look at the tire it takes. The 24R49. Watch your head.
look under the skid plate. Look at all the shit that the
Yeah, the
guy under
oil
there
and-
doing
yeah.
operation.
Yeah, oil and
It's
grease
like
and stuff. Yep.
500 pounds of cold dirt.
Yep. And mixed with oil, I'm
Right?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, mixed with oil. It's funny there's no bees nests in here.
You want to hear something funny?
Huh.
You're not allowed to power wash your buggy at the campground
Okay.
because they're worried about your polluting the ground.
Wow.
Now, what's that campground sitting on?
Mines.
Exactly.
Yeah, mines. Well, maybe this is the reason it was parked, YouTube. I don't know. Look at this tire. That's pretty much shredded to hell. I mean, you could almost crawl in there.
That's a big plug.
Yeah, you could almost crawl in there.
Watch this steel built.
Crazy, huh? The inside of a uke tire.
Look at
Yeah.
these. Can you imagine? It would take you 2 hours just to take the freaking lug nuts off of this thing.
I know. It's crazy,
I
huh?
don't understand why I need so many lug nuts. Why
I don't
not
either.
Real big ones.
Look at the rear, too. The rear's big. Big rear in it.
Damn. Oh, that's hydraulic.
Yep.
Is there a drive shaft?
I don't know.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it does have a drive shaft. Okay. Yeah, it's in there.
Look at this. It's almost like a 4-link. It's a 2-link suspension.
These must be like all for greasing it? Grease points? Like, I guess for...
Zerk fittings?
Yeah, I guess that's what they are. Yeah, they have
Why
them
would
on
you
both
put,
sides.
wouldn't put grease in the hydraulic lines?
Well, no. In other words, these would go to...
That's a Zerk. Definitely there.
These are...
Or,
this
no,
is-
wait a minute.
This
is
is
air.
brakes. Yeah, this is
is
brakes
air.
or air. Either or. Yeah. It's either air brake or
Oh, my God.
fluid brake.
Look at the drums.
Yep. Big drums.
Now, there's a brake shoe for you, brother.
Yep. That's huge. Yeah, look at the brake shoes in there with the springs on them. Wow. Yeah, that shoe's, for what? Damn, that shoe's big.
That's shit. It's like 30 inches long and
Very muddy here, though.
4 inches wide. Yeah, it is.
And what the heck is this over here? Is this the battery?
That's never been there. That's junk.
Yeah, that's the battery. Look. It says Delco on it, doesn't
They're
it?
doing a car quest in the 60s.
Look at it. That's the battery. I'm telling you.
That's not the
See
battery
the terminals?
that started
It's
this.
the terminals. Look at it. There they are.
No, okay, it is a battery,
That's a battery.
but it ain't the battery for this.
Oh, I don't know.
That's way too small. Unless they had a bank of them.
Maybe there were two of them. Yeah, that battery's worth some money. So for the lead that's in it, like if you take that and cash it in,
You serious?
oh my God, yeah. Probably get about 10, 20 bucks for it.
Well, that 10, 20 bucks ain't worth me throwing the back of a buggy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But that is the battery. A battery, I don't know. Maybe there were like
That may be it.
two of them in there.
Maybe the one and only.
Or maybe
The terminals.
maybe just one. I don't know.
Just seems small.
Yeah.
I believe these were air assist to start.
Okay. Yeah, they were.
So maybe that's why the battery thing.
I remember as a kid down my grandmother's house, you would hear them in the morning. Oh
really?
my God, I used to hear it every morning when I'd be down there.
Huh.
Yeah, you'd hear them starting up with their air starters. All right, YouTube. We'll see what else we can find. And again, I'd like to thank Tad so much for taking me on this great quest we're having today. And I said that it was rainy earlier, but it's starting to get to be a nice day again. And what are we in, Northumberland County?
Old Township.
Cole Township, okay. So, yeah. So, I don't know if Tad's going to take me anywhere else. I'll let you know.
Oh, we got plenty more places.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll go get him. Yeah, YouTube, Tad brought me over here to show me this pretty cool area inside of a strip in here.
Hey, look to your left. You see the coal vein?
Yep, yeah, I'm going to definitely video that. I got a coal vein here, exposed.
Chasing from below.
Yeah, possibly they were mining from the bottom up, chasing this vein up towards the surface. That would be a good guess. Yeah, Tad showed me this here. The rock's just so slippery. Yeah, here's what's left of a coal vein. The edge of the coal vein, anyway, you can see it. Not very good quality coal here. It's a very thin vein, a very thin band of coal here. Yeah, it's not good quality coal. But it is coal, just the same. Yeah, look at these rocks, they're huge. Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous looking at this one rock here. Oh my God, if that thing would ever come down, I'd be squished. There'd be nothing left of me.
Look over here. That's certain.
Yeah, I'm looking at these rocks. They're scary as hell.
Isn't that crazy how they're just stacked up like that?
Yeah, I mean, this big one here that's hanging really bothers me. I'm getting away from it. I said, God forbid it would break and come down. Whew. Yeah, definitely scary, but cool. And they're all stacked on an angle, like
Like it got shoved up.
yeah, like it's like a Well, the incline would be coming like this way towards us. The incline of the geology.
Pan up to this cliffside over here.
Yeah.
This all had been stripped.
Oh yeah.
All surrounded by slate and column. And there's the bottom rock
Yeah.
we drove in on.
Yeah, we drove in on this bottom rock here. You can see it there. So the coal was just right above this seam of shale, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just looking to see if I can see any fossils. What's up?
On this ridge, do you see the square shadow?
A square shadow?
Yeah, I swear it looked like there was a portal. Or not a portal, maybe an open.
Where at exactly?
Disappearing. But this is the weirdest. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, the rocks
A stripping shovel didn't make that. I'm guessing that they stripped it and then that eroded all the dirt off of those rocks.
Well, yeah, they're in their natural position. They're up
Right.
on they're almost up on a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, I thought I saw it. There it is.
Where?
Nah, it's just a cave, I guess. You see a big boulder sticking up there above it. When we were up higher, it looked more of an open hole.
I'm looking, but I don't see what you're talking about.
False flag.
How far down does this go?
About another 1/8 mile, and then it then ends.
Oh,
So you
okay.
get to the bottom of the pit, and then it ends.
Okay.
But this is it's not a straight, it's a very unusual area, because if they stripped it, it's so, it's not a straight line stripping path.
Cool. Yeah, definitely cool. Nice place, though. Thanks for bringing me.
Well, I knew even if we didn't find anything, you'd find the topography amazing.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at the rocks there. Like I said, they're almost up on a 90-degree angle right here. That's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot to show you the syncline.
So they all got pushed sideways. Alrighty, YouTube. We'll see if we can bring you anything else.
The trail to get to it too.
Yeah, Tad and I just came down this squirrely trail here. Man, it's steep and rocky. But look what Tad found.
Wow.
Little hole in the ground here.
I've been up here before for 3
He
years.
says he's been up here
Never
3 years, never saw this.
Yep.
It's a dead end, notice. It doesn't go anywhere, but it's pretty cool.
It's a typical bootleg mine.
Yeah.
There's nothing supporting the entrance.
Nope.
Just some
Yeah,
rednecks.
it goes in for about 15, 20 feet, and I don't know if it's collapsed or does it just dead end there. I don't know, or is it what? I don't know.
We'd have to look on the other side of this hill. Looks like
Yeah.
it's stripped out.
But
See over the
that's
top?
pretty cool find, Tad. Good job.
Awesome.
Definitely good job.
It's like a scavenger hunt, man.
Yeah.
You get so happy when you find this stuff.
Yeah, so cool. Definitely cool.
I think we have to take the gnarlier trails.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Cool. Look at what we're sitting
Man.
on, man. We're at like a 25-degree slope here.
yeah, it's cool. It's crazy. It's a crazy hill. I hope you can get out of here.
Hey, this thing will get us out anywhere.
Cool.
So, YouTube, we're on our way to an abandoned patch coal town. And I think I remember where it is, so that's where we're headed next.
We'll see if we can find it. Okay, more to come. Alrighty, YouTube. Tad made it. We made it to the old abandoned house or two, whatever. We'll take a look here and see what it looks like. Yeah, I would expect a house way the frick out here in the middle of nowhere. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. There's that phone line or what? Yeah, there's a box there. I don't know what that is. It looks like phone line. Huh, I really don't know. It's weird. Look at these tires. Huge tires.
Hey, go around the gate on your left.
What's that?
Go around the gate on your left.
No, I'm actually going to go this way. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. This way's easier. Check it out here. Wow, look at this. Is that freaky or what? They got a little ditch dug out here for water, I guess. Water control. Holy crap. Wow, that's freaky. Definitely freaky. I don't know if I should go any closer. I don't know if it's private property or what the hell. I mean, the way I'm coming in, I don't see any signs, but I don't know. Some kind of waterway here coming down the mountain. Bank is all so loose. It almost looks like it's been recently excavated or something. I don't know. Huh. What did they say? Curiosity killed the cat, huh? Wow, what a mess. What a mess. Not much left of this. Old TV there. Looks like old copper wire's been stolen. Of course it's been stolen. Why wouldn't it have been? Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there, but definitely not. Maybe there's some homeless hillbilly in there with a knife that's gonna kill me. Who knows? So I ain't going in there. But yeah, definitely pretty interesting. Something different. Let's have a pipe right here. Yeah, so just head back to the buggy. Alright, YouTube, if I find anything else, I'll let you know. Or I should say, if we find anything else, I'll let you know. Bye-bye.
Now, is there manufactured?
Yeah, Tad found this. Well, both of us found it. It's all made out of fiberglass. It's a roof. Because right here is the two wiper motors.
A cab.
And like a cab here. I guess the windshield was right here with these two big square areas.
And here's the other,
and here's another part of it.
Passenger or driver's side door, I guess.
Something, yeah.
But you would think, oh, watch some. This thing's heavy.
Yeah, it's all fiberglass.
You would think that somewhere a manufacturer's name. Oh, fire extinguisher holder. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ha!
That's
So
what it is.
it's fairly modern if this shit's plastic.
Yeah.
Fiberglass.
Well, here's hinges for a door. See the hinges right here? There's two hinges here. There's two lights on each corner. But I don't see a name on it.
And why would it have windshield wipers on it if it went down into the mine?
I don't know if it was for mining. Yeah, there's the top of it. I don't know what this is here. This is weird. Like I said, this is on the back side. The wipers are on the lower side here.
I don't see any manufacturing dates.
No, nothing. Nothing. No indicators of what it was. That's crazy.
Now, what is that? What's that strut for? See the strut?
I don't know. I'm looking at that too. I see here's the switch for the wipers. It's a 3-position switch.
What's this strut all about? Oh, it's all thread. Look at that.
Yeah.
That must have been used.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was for.
Well, this would be the back of the pad.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I don't know. So it's for structural integrity, or maybe it had some kind of closure mechanism for the doors.
Yeah, maybe.
There's not one over here. But
well, it's all busted
did you
off.
also see the headlights on either side?
Yeah, I saw that.
Huh.
Well, there is one more small piece here. Let's see if I can get it up. I don't know. It's all buried in here pretty good. Yeah, it's stuck in there pretty good.
And look at that little porthole.
Yeah.
That would be like a access panel or something.
Yeah.
Something was mounted here. I guess that's where the frame of it. Your steering wheel would be here, I guess, or over here.
Somewhere.
Maybe it's from England.
Yeah, it's definitely bizarre. If anybody knows what this is, feel free to leave it in the comments. I have no clue.
Look what's right behind it.
What?
Look at this raceway of water that.
Well, yeah, it's a creek. Yeah, it comes down the mountain. Yep. All right, YouTube.
Everything we're standing on is coal piles.
Yep. It's all been dirt moved from one place to another.
And YouTube, what you didn't see is we drove through a huge cone pile to get to here, and it has a flat area. So if you put two and two together, you're going to think that was a breaker. This was the patch town that serviced the breaker. This is all the waste rock.
Yep.
And maybe this had something to do with the mines or whatever. That's got me curious. I know
Yeah.
if you had to.
Well, made out of fiberglass. That's just so strange, you know?
Well, let's put it this way. The first fiberglass was a 53 Corvette.
Oh, really? Okay.
So this has got to be way after that.
Okay.
Unless you're going to go into the boating world.
All right.
Fiberglass a little earlier than that.
All righty, YouTube. We'll see what else we can find. About that, yeah. Tad brought me over here to see this old junkyard. It's not big. There's only a couple cars here. But I want to check it out quick. See what we got here. Alternator's laying there. Carburetor's gone. What is this? Eight cylinder, I guess. Oh, look at that. The firing orders right on the intake manifold. A fuel pump. In the old days, a fuel pump was on the block. The engine worked it. Nowadays, it's a little electric motor inside your gas tank, which is a lot harder to change when it goes bad.
Hey, I need a spark plug.
There's a couple in here. There's definitely a couple in here.
I hate to tell you, but this is a gold mine of parts.
Oh, I know.
Nothing wrong with that fender, nothing wrong with that tool.
I said I was looking at the intake manifold on that one. It had the firing orders written right on it.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, there again, yeah.
Here's something you're going to notice.
This is a GM. What is this? A straight six?
Straight six. All right, for all you gearheads out here, this is an unusual motor, and the reason is that the intake is on the same side as the exhaust. Straight six, usually the exhaust is on one side, the intake's on the other.
Neat.
This was a 2-barrel carburetor. This is exhaust manifold here. So wait a minute. Oh yeah. Whoa! The exhaust manifold was tied in right below the carburetor for the intake. This is your intake. So maybe that was, there's your choke. That's what it was for. Cold start. GM.
Yep.
Oh, there's your firing order. I should know that by heart. 1657532.
Cool.
When you go, remember when you went past the slope mine?
Right.
When you went to down into Shamokin, on your right, you saw that junkyard? Mm-hmm. This is part of that.
Oh.
But this is way far from there. I don't know if it's part of it or some dude's private collection or...
Yeah, it's like, how did all of these get here? Yo, this one don't have a motor.
Dude, look at this.
Well, this is the building that Tad and I visited today. It doesn't look like that anymore. Of course, there's a lot of mining going on in there. But we also did visit where the water tank is, which is down here. That was a water tank base. And there was also a fan house. But let me just show you the mine map. It's not really totally aligned correctly with the rest of the imagery, but it's close. So that first building was a blacksmith shop. And the other building was an engine house. These other buildings aren't there. There was a boiler house there, powder house there, supply house, motor house, stables. None of these buildings exist anymore. But we also found the remains of the fan shaft, which there isn't really much more left. If I zoom out a little bit, I'll see if I can show you that on the mine map index. I don't know the name of this place because it's really not written on here. Like what slope this was or what mine this was. Where's that fan at? This is so slow when you're doing this. It takes forever to reload or redraw it, whatever. I'm not sure if this is it here. Yeah, forced fan right there. See it? So we did find the remains of this too, but like I said, this whole area has been, you know, destroyed from mining, so we'll put this in the video. Yeah, as I was saying, that mine building we went to, this one here, the blueprint does not say what mine was here. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the whole thing trying to figure it out. That I said here was the fan house right here. You can see that's clearly marked airway. But yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing here for the name of this mine. It just has names like of tracks, Isaac Ziegler tract. That's all it says. So I don't know. And then here's a George track here. Yeah, but unfortunately, the mine map index does not give the name of this mine. Well, the blueprint doesn't. It's just the layout of the mine itself, and that's not very helpful, but you only get what you get, you know? Interesting.